Oh man, I hope I don't get in trouble for this one. I just wanted to talk about this YT situation that's going on. And first of all, I want to say I'm happy that they're back. I actually like their bikes. I rode the YT Decoy down in Bentonville one year, and that thing was so fun on those trails. And it's always good to have a lot of options out there when it comes to any kind of product. And you never want to see anybody go out of business or fail. So to see them come back, I'm super excited about that. But I've been seeing a lot of stuff going on, and it just brought me back to some stuff I went through. So I wanted to give my thoughts on this whole situation because I kind of understand it. Not to the business degree, but to just how things work behind the scenes when it comes to the company and the creators. And I wouldn't say the customer because I haven't had to deal with the customer standpoint, but I have seen a lot of customer complaints, and I was like, dang, I didn't know all that was going on. That's kind of messed up. So first of all, I saw a lot of people that were saying they ordered bikes that never got the bikes when they went out of business somewhat, which is why I've never bought a bike online. I've had bikes shipped to me and stuff, of course, but I've never personally purchased a bike online. I try to keep big purchases to in person only because stuff like that can happen, and I'm the kind of person where if I order something online, I don't like the feeling not knowing if I can contact anybody and stuff like that. So I like to buy my stuff in the store so I can have somewhere to go if anything were to happen. And I remember when I first started mountain biking, a lot of people told me to check out YT. And I wanted to. I thought they were a great company. They had great prices, but I just didn't want to order online. It was too risky. So that's why I never did it. But luckily I was able to ride their bikes other ways, and I found out they were super awesome. But yeah, I never ordered anything online as far as a bike before. Another thing I saw was athletes not getting paid, and I think creators were having some problems and stuff. And I'll be real with you, if y'all only knew what goes on behind the scenes, you would, man, it's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. These companies ask a lot out of creators. I wouldn't say I know what the athletes have to go through because I wasn't a bike athlete. I was a professional baseball player. But the one thing I do know is at the end of the day, it's business. And if that money ain't looking right, you gotta go. And that's what happened to them. Unfortunately, when you in those situations where you're getting paid as a professional athlete and it hit the fan, the first thing to get cut is the athlete. So after going through that myself with the Boston Red Sox, I can understand how those athletes feel and creators feel. I can't speak for them, but I'm sure it wasn't a good feeling with stuff ending abruptly like that. And a lot of them were banking on this money that they had coming in, and that money just gets cut off. That's a life-changing situation right there. Because, I mean, it happened to me. I hate to always go back to this, but that's why I'm the way I am. I've went through these situations where I've been to the top of a sport before that a lot of people will never get to, honestly. So I know what goes on up there, and it really humbles you because you realize that no matter how good you are, no matter how valuable you think you are to somebody, no matter how hard you work, if they control the income that you make and your whole livelihood, then you can't really do anything about it if they let you go. And I've had that happen to me before. And looking at it from the business standpoint, I get it. I mean, if we being honest, let's just be real. If we were business people and we needed to keep a company afloat, if we got to make some cuts, some changes, we're going to have to make those changes. Now, they might not like what has to happen and cutting people's income off like that, but like I said, business is business, and you just got to do what you got to do. So I understand it from that perspective. But my biggest thing is the customer standpoint. The fact that people pay all that money, allegedly, this is just what I saw from comments, so I don't know for sure, but this is what I've seen people say, that they ordered these bikes and never got them. Now that's a problem, because these bikes are not cheap. People look forward to getting these bikes, and you just got thousands of dollars floating in limbo. Now I did see that they said they were trying to rectify the situation, but I don't know how true that is or how long that'll take. But at least they were responding to some people and letting them know, hey, we are trying to figure the situation out. But I think that's a real issue, because man, these bikes are not cheap. And just to have thousands of dollars floating like that, that's not a good feeling. Now I want to say something else. I hope I don't get in trouble for this, but I want to keep it real, because I feel like I'm a normal person and I just like to ride bikes. I don't care what it is. If it's fun, I just want to do it. Like you saw, I went to Sierra Trading Post and bought a damn red line for, what is it, $2.99. If it's cool looking, I'm willing to try it out. I'm not a bike snob or just stuck on one type of bike or one brand. But I remember when I was in Bentonville, YT was there and stuff, and they just had a whole bunch of riders and stuff. And this is why I kind of don't be in those cliquish kind of things. And I'm not throwing any shade or anything like that. It's just a weird vibe when you got those groups of dudes just riding the trails, and I don't know. You can just feel the energy where it's like it's just them in the little bubble, and it's like they don't really care about nobody else around them. Not saying that they have to, but I was just never the jock kind of person, and that's just it. I got jock energy from that, and it was just weird. So every time I think of YT, since I saw that in Bentonville, that's the vibe I get. Just this like cliquish thing. It's just weird, and that's why I don't. Oh, this is crazy. Yeah, I don't. It's just weird. This is weird how it's like real cliquish and just like dudes. I don't know. I don't want to get myself in trouble. That's why I just roll solo. I do my own thing. You see me talking about bikes, you'll never see these other people talking about, because I'm just a normal person just like you. And these bikes really don't impress me. So, oh man, I'm going to get myself in trouble. But what I'm trying to say is, you can't really sustain that kind of energy if you want to grow. I just think a lot of these companies, such as YT, just they get out of reality and get in a little bubble, and they focus on one type of rider, and it's just not sustainable. It's just not enough riders that's good enough or that care enough to really buy into what a lot of these companies are trying to sell. Because like I said, I'm just keeping it real. I was a professional athlete. I know how athletes get. I know how people who think they're at a high level get. I've been there, and I've just never been one of those people. So it's just weird to me when people do stuff like that or act like that. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to say anything bad, but that's just the vibe I got. When you've been at that level, at a professional level, been paid to play a sport, you know it when you see it. And it's just, yeah, I just know that's not sustainable. But I'm glad they're back, and I hope people get their money back. But that's why I talk about the bikes I talk about. I'm a normal person just like you. If you've met me in person before, you know I like to talk about bikes. I talk your head off. I'm just a normal dude. Anybody could come up to me and talk to me. Many of you have met me in person, and I just wish a lot of these companies had that more welcoming vibe where you don't feel like you have to be at a certain level to be taken serious or recognized. But yeah, I just wanted to get my take on it. I don't even know what the hell I've been talking about, but I hope it made some sense. I'm a content creator. I know what what it takes to make these companies happy behind the scenes, because they put a lot of pressure on creators. They want you to put out a certain amount of stuff, get a certain amount of views, and it's just stressful for everybody. So that's why I like to just handshake partner with a lot of people, because if I like the stuff and I feel like you can benefit from it, I use it. I don't just push stuff in your face that I don't feel like would benefit you or would I would enjoy or you would enjoy. So whether it's a Walmart bike or a $5,000 mountain bike, if I think it's worth telling you about, I'm gonna tell you about it, no matter who it's from or where it's from. But yeah, that's that. I hope I don't get in trouble for this, but I got a cool video coming up next, so make sure you stay tuned for that one.